Yoshihiro, and I represent JGC company, and I would like you to remember this name, JGC. You will forget everything after my presentation, but you will remember the name of the company, JGC, and that will be really successful for me. So this company has been operating long in your country in engineering and construction, and all this time we have experienced good assistance from trade houses, and Russian companies remember the names of trade houses but not the name of our company, JGC. So please remember the name of this company, JGC. So I would like to go back to what we had a couple of years ago. So it was 3 years ago, that was June 2012 at St. Petersburg Economic Forum that Mr. President and Ms. Merkel, as well as the head of the People's Republic of China, took part in. And they all gave their speeches to us, and then we had sub-sessions, at one of which they asked me to speak, but they said that your time is 2-3 years, and I said I was ready because I was ready to invest, and I asked them who was ready to invest too, and some people raised their hands, and next to me was governor of Khabarovsk region. I'm sorry, I call you governor of Khabarovsk region, not Primoria, because now we are in Primoria, but still then next to me was Mr. Sport, governor of Khabarovsk region, and when I finished my short presentation, heads of your country and other people came up to me, and one of them was Mr. Sprott, governor of Khabarovsk region, and he invited me to his region, and I accepted that invitation, and 3 months later, as far as I remember, I visited the Khabarovsk region and had a meeting with the governor there, but Mr. Governor was urgently called to Moscow to meet with Mr. Putin, the president of the country, but I was welcomed by his deputies, vice governors, who asked me to invest into the Khabarovsk region, and I told them, okay, I will, but what exactly should I invest in? And they told me, agriculture. Agriculture, I started thinking, but that was a second long, and I said, sure, we will invest. And we did it. And we selected a Russian partner. And Mr. Sekihachi, that represents Hokkaido Bank, is a deputy chair of the board of Hokkaido Bank. And that was the bank that had a 10% share, and 90% was the share of our company. And we are now building a large greenhouse to grow vegetables, and research and all the necessary pre-stages have been covered already, and this year this system of greenhouses has to be completed. I mean, the construction stage has to be completed, and that is in the city of Khabarovsk. And of course, we are going to grow vegetables and sell them. And you can see here that we have test growing already. We grow tomatoes, and on the one hand side, there is a representative of our corporation, a Japanese that works in Khabarovsk, sparing no pains to develop this project successfully. And in our office in Khabarovsk, there are a lot of employees. As a rule, they are citizens of the Russian Federation, and we do hope that this project will be successful. And of course, we will first sell in Khabarovsk, but then we would like to expand our market to be able to sell beyond Russia as well. And our first effort in the Russian Federation was taken 40 years ago, I believe, when you went to school. And it was in engineering sphere, but I was pretty aged at that time. I will not tell you my actual age now, but I understand that I'm much older than many of those colleagues present here. Now, I would like to tell you something about the future. We are going to continue investment to the Russian Federation. Why? Because I love Russia, I love Russians, and I would like to promote business in Russia in various areas. So, once again, or not even once, but thrice, let us work together. So that is Hokkaido, and my wife, who is not young either, and I went to Hokkaido and spent there 3 days, and that is a memorial to friendship between Japan and Russia, which symbolizes the relations between our two countries. And this memorial really exists in Hokkaido, and residents of Hokkaido are with you in their soul, dear Russians. And Japan and Russia are siblings. And during my visit this time, I arrived the day before yesterday, and once again I understood that Russian women are very beautiful. I believe they have become even taller and slimmer. And I would say that Japanese young ladies and boys are also tall and slim. And I believe I'm the oldest person in the hall, but I'm the shortest, but still I'm the smartest. And I'm absolutely confident in that, so I can boast that. So going back to our future is in cooperation between Japan and Russia, and JGC is ready and willing to continue our investment in Russia, and we have 10,000 employees in our company, and they are going to follow me. And our effort in Japan takes around 10%, and 90% of our operations go beyond. And we, for example, have a hospital constructed in Cambodia, and we have a hospital in Myanmar, and we have also airports in Cambodia and Myanmar, and our share there is 50%, and we are going to build airport and operate airport, and Japanese government grants our support in these operations. And as for runways, they are constructed with official development support allocated from the budget of Japan. And these projects are just a few of those that our company deals with. So let us work together. Thank you very much for your attention.